Welcome to your magic moon message. This is the peace dealer. The moon is in Aquarius, the sun is in Capricorn, and we have initiated the 30-degree signature, 30 in transit to 60. That will be in Pisces. 0 to 90 degrees from the conjunction of the new moon is the activation phase. And we have activated new power with the new moon in Capricorn. So, what the moon in Aquarius does relative to this cardinal phase is we take the new power we activated and we strengthen it in a fixed sign so that we activate the expression of this power through mutable signs. Okay. One of the best illustrations I always give of this is this fan you see right here. You can see this fan whizzing in front of me. So that fan is operating because of power that's being generated, and that power is producing a fixed effect, a fixed mechanism that has the fan blade spin around, and that fixed mechanism produces effect. That effect is wind. So power in the form of electricity is being generated into this device. Okay. And you activated the power during the new moon. So the moon in Aquarius is now generating electricity. Leo is the source energy component to the electricity of energy, because Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus are all energy, right? The grounding of Taurus for the electricity. When you plug in an appliance, you have to plug into a wall cord that sources the electricity, which would be Leo. But Aquarius, you can say, is that voltage, or we'll say supernatural and celestial energy. So we activated the power. We're now manifesting the generated energy, right, of this cardinal action. And then when the moon goes into Pisces, we're going to experience the effect. That's why, I am a big fan of Pisces transit, or mutable sign transits, especially Pisces. But, we can have this at different levels, from Aries to Gemini, from Cancer to Virgo. So we're at the final phase, Capricorn through Aqua to Pisces. Okay. So, with that being said, by the time the moon is in Pisces, you're going to activate the supernatural and metaphysical understanding of what the experience of this power is. Because it's one thing for me to tell you that you are activating God power. You are activating universal power that is representative of everything that pretty much exists, where you can now infuse your intention to harness your experience of living with this power, right? Like you are a god, right? Like you are a creator. Okay, it's literally living in God mode, in edit mode. You've been awakening this new program, let's call it, since 2008. And now we're awakening new software around this hardware you've just awakened, right? We could literally see the Capricorn is hardware. Aquarius is now the technology facet of the hardware. And then Pisces is the software, right? So by the time the moon is in Pisces, with Saturn and Neptune, you're coming into a very complete understanding of what it is we've activated by the experience of that, right? You're coming into an experience that contextualizes, relative to your unique experience, what the effect of your God power is, what happens, right? So in between that is Aquarius, that helps you understand the knowledge of what this power is. And that knowledge, your understanding, is what you're going to experience in Pisces. Because it's one thing to read something in a book about how cars are dangerous and you shouldn't get hit by them. And it's another thing to actually experience almost getting hit by a car. And that was not the right analogy. But, you know, this knowledge that you're manifesting is also supernatural celestial energy, which is, okay, now this is going to border on to sci-fi and fantasy. Okay, stay with me here. So the moon in Aquarius every year, especially during Capricorn season, is a supernatural manifestation of universal power. It's coming into a higher knowledgeable understanding of your integrity and how on this collective level, universally, you are manifesting the quality of this new cardinal cycle, because we activated incredible power, right? Universal power manifests universal energy. So this is giving you at a supernatural quality, a knowledgeable understanding of what you've just activated with this new moon. But because now, since the 1700s, Pluto is here, unlike previous years since the 1700s, there's now an intensely extreme facet of your unconscious that every 28 days will be awakening now more of the software component of hardware you've just got out the shop since 2008. Okay? So this is where your Star Wars using the Force. I will keep using this analogy. But now this supernatural understanding is being aided by such an intense and extreme awakening of the quality of this energy, where you're feeling, you know, more phenomena that is outside, because Aquarius is alien, extra, meaning outside of the physical. That's why it's 10th house to Taurus. You're coming into a higher knowledge, and it's going to feel weird as fuck. It has to feel weird because it's outside the normal, but you're feeling extra dimensional phenomena around your intentions, around what seeds you've planted. And this is what begins the manifestation of it. So as of now, you're manifesting God power, but you're manifesting it in the form of supernatural, knowledgeable understanding. So it's not like you're just knowing something. There's a supernatural quality to it. This is like now the next level of synchronicities, right? This knowledge you're downloading, you're going to run through the simulator of Pisces, your imagination, and you're going to experience more synchronistic events that will alter your perspective. But because now Pluto is now relative to this next wave of 28-day awakenings with the moon, and then 365-day awakenings with the sun for the next 20 years. This is going to prepare you for a ridiculous rabbit hole, but it's also strengthening the quality of this power we've activated. Because it's going to be making a 270-degree Capricorn signature to Uranus and Taurus, it's accompanying Venus into Pisces. So there's a party in the dream realm, because the diva who arrives fashionably late is ready to finally headline this dream ball. Neptune is, you know, in its home. And, you know, every time Venus comes through, they have this like dream ball, because she's exalted in Pisces, where they could be uber romantic. And now Saturn's there, kind of, kind of being a party pooper. But Venus is going to smooth things out. And the moon is going to come in with Venus. Venus brought a +1. The moon is going to come, like, this next couple of days is going to be lit. Some of you got invited to this dream ball. Some of you in your dreams, you got invited to this dream ball. Some people invited you to the dance. It's fire. Everyone is there. I don't know if I got invited, but I just kind of see it in the sky. But like, it's cool. If you're a Pisces in your chart, you're there. Trust me. It's going to be lit. Venus just finished chewing everyone out on social media in Aquarius, 5 of Swords. Like, she's just been beefing with Mars. So this is going to be a good reprieve. But before that, while it's squaring Uranus and Taurus, it's going to feel awkward as fuck. It's going to feel very weird. In fact, there's going to be stuff you're not even aware of and oblivious to that's just really awkward. And then you need to embrace this. It's supposed to feel awkward first, and then you don't get used to it. But like you make it more your own. It's just kind of completing this process of getting used to being supernatural and getting telepathically jumped vibrationally by people whose frequency just conflicts with yours and you don't really know like that. But this is all necessary in this next era of and round of the Squid Games and Hunger Games. Because it's not like we're being experimented on, people trying to kill us or anything. So that being said, you know, this is still activating universal power. All right. This is strengthening at a supernatural level your knowledgeable understanding of this. So you're going to continue to know at higher degrees. But as it goes to reach Venus and squares Uranus, you're knowing how innovative the nature of this power you're activating is. It's trining Jupiter and Gemini, which will now also expand your vocabulary. So for the first time ever, you're putting words into a cumulative number of years experience of phenomena that you didn't know how to say until now. And it's going to be fun as fuck. It's going to be really fun. It's not going to be any less confusing, unfortunately. You would think knowing what to say will make it might even make it more confusing, but you're going to be able to put words around the majority of your confusion, and it will help a lot, okay? Of course, maybe years later, you'll awaken more to the depth of how much more latent potential your mind is. Just like the whole purpose of this Pluto Aquarius is to remind you that this revolution is an energetic revolution, and like you have a bank in your own brain that you can access any information that you didn't even think you knew. Okay. And don't take my word for it. I know that this is why I'm saying it's going to venture into the sci-fi and fantasy. Like if you knew that your body was a Bitcoin wallet and you're just remembering subconsciously the password to it, and you have resources you didn't even know you could know. That's the next 20 years. It happened the last 15 years, but that was more like subconscious physiological responses. This is pure mental. This is alien. Imagine if like there was an alien version of you that now appeared, and it's like, oh, I've been around you the whole time, but your brain couldn't really perceive me. You didn't believe I existed. You had no reason, you didn't really perceive, and now you're starting to see it. And a lot of like experiences you thought were coincidences or like synchronicities, it was you. And like now you're getting introduced to that over the next 20 years. And this is the direction you're knowing to head towards as you bring this more in, activate this. Because once the moon goes into Aries, we're going to integrate that. The seed's going to break to the ground. And now that we have activated what the experience of our unique personal God power is, who are we? How do we feel like the shit with it? You know what I mean? How do we now begin to harvest this in another week and a half? Okay, so if you are comfortable with this being as cringy as it will, okay, you don't just activate universal power at this quality and it not be cringy. So like if you're okay with that, you'll be good. If you're not, you'll still be good. You're just going to be tortured. This is going to feel really awkward, especially because we're coming out of a dream. We're coming out of like a delusion trap. And there's a lot of people who think that they know what they're saying right now with full conviction, not knowing they're snitching on themselves right now. I might even be guilty of this. I don't know. We're all in this genjutsu together. I like to think I'm on point. But like, a lot of other people do too, and they're not. So just be very careful. It's not even malicious intent. Some people could be blatantly lying to you and really believing they're not. Okay? So you'll know because when you confront them, like if you were to confront me now and I realize I was wrong, I could just admit I'm wrong, right? These people will double down on some bullshit, okay? And they'll just repeat circular logic. So just be very careful and you'll be good. You stay blessed. You're going to know. And as the moon goes into Pisces, you're going to experience supernatural power that's latent within you. You don't have to externalize, all right? It's all you. And even though you've done it your whole life, it's going to feel like it's the first time all over again in a way you've never felt it before. You stay blessed as always. And until next time.